the Deputy Commissioner and the senior officials of the government, our friends from the sister departments, organizations, NGOs, our friends from the police, the military, the fire, and the leaders of the community here in Labasa now, Nisa and Ranaka, Lucia. A very good morning to you all. Namaste. Now, thank you. I didn't expect, to be addressing the whole group this morning, but anyway, it's such an honor and pleasure to be here with you. And at the outset, let me say how grateful I am to meet you. I met some of you last year when I was here, when we celebrated Fiji Day. Now, last week, we did the same in Suva, but at a very low-key manner because of the fact that, as you all know, the budgetary allocation for the Fiji Day celebrations this year was cut because of the fact that the government is looking forward to hosting a bigger event next year. Hopefully, when we celebrate the 50th anniversary of our independence. And for your information, whilst I was in London some 2 years ago, we extended an invitation to Her Majesty that to mark the occasion, we would love to have a member of the royal family come back to Fiji. We hope and pray that I specifically asked for Prince Charles. For those of you who are like me, who were around in 1970, it was Prince Charles who handed over our instruments of independence. So, with due respect to the rest of the royal family, it would be nice if he could come back and celebrate with us 50 years of independence. Fiji, as you know, has come a long way since then. We've had our ups and downs, but that's part and parcel of a nation becoming mature, politically, economically, socially, and you know all about it. And it is such a great pleasure for me to address you this morning. I am here to meet you, but more importantly, to thank each and every one of you for the part you played in moving this nation forward. We've had our challenges, but like all growing economies, nations, it's part of our evolution into political maturity. It's part of our evolution into nationhood. We've come a long way. We've got a long way to go yet. But I have no doubt that we're heading in the right direction. Now, at the end of last year, we had another election. And for your information, I'm grateful for the nation and the people of Fiji and Parliament for that matter for extending my term for another 3 years. It's amazing how my first term has gone past. So I have yet to serve you, this nation, for another 3 years, and I look forward to that. As I've often reminded my staff back in Suva and members of government, that as the President and as the head of state, I am here to serve the nation, not to be served. And as a former soldier, military commander, politician, civil servant, and a diplomat, I like serving the nation. Now, we are all here to serve the nation. At your level, up to highest office of the land. And sadly, because of the tyranny of distance, I haven't been able to visit you quite often. But I always look forward to an opportunity. When I was invited to come to Sabu, not to Labasa, I accepted the offer with great pleasure. But when I was told that it's perhaps prudent for me to start the visit here before I go down to Sabu, I said, oh, well, why not? I met the commissioner last week at the reception after the parade, and I was so happy to discuss the visit with Mr. over there, who is on his way to Suva for another important meeting. So once again, Kamini, thank you very much for those kind words of welcome, and it's so nice to see you all. I look forward to meeting you all after this. Will we have time? Share a cup of tea so I can say hello and talk with you. I've got a very tight schedule because after this I've got to head back to Sabsab. But I look forward to this morning, and I hope the weather will be kind for us, because as we left Nosori, the captain came up and told us there's a low heading this way. Let's continue to pray that Almighty God will be merciful to us. We're into the hurricane season now, ladies and gentlemen. So God forbid, I hope we don't have another natural disaster. The government and the nation could ill afford to spend more millions of dollars in hurricane relief or rehabilitation work, because you all know we're still recovering from Cyclone Winston, and let's hope and pray that the weather will be a lot kinder to us this year. The weatherman in Nandi has predicted at least 2 low pressures, and I hope that that's the predictions from a worldly perspective. For those of us who strongly believe in the Almighty, let's hope and pray that this nation will be spared another tragedy, because as we speak, other parts of the world are going through problems, post-natural disasters. For those of us who love rugby, we're disappointed because the fixtures in Japan were sort of disrupted over the weekend because of a typhoon. And as we speak, the Honorable Prime Minister is on his way to Penang to talk about a lot of things, including climate change. And I was talking to him last Friday. I reminded him that I was up here north. He said, pass on his regards and best wishes to all of you. Keep up the good work, and on behalf of government and all Fijians, I'd like to say thank you, Navalevu, Dhanyavad, and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
This briefly highlights the key development activities that is being carried out in the Northern Division. The scope of this presentation is the vision and mission, the purpose, the guiding policies and documents, background information, the major economic drivers that we have here in the North, being standards, contribute to the reduction of poverty within the division, of government services within the Northern Division. There are guiding documents on which we have our projects based on. His Excellency, somebody take it. Sir,
Your Excellency.
see you again.
Nice to see you again.
I'm feeling my
Really good.
70 plus years.
Nice to see you.
Thank you. Press. Hi, Moira, how are you? Ma'am? Okay. That's a lovely name. You one of the departments or? Tony. Communication is very important. Yeah. Well, Tony. Oh, sorry.
I'm getting ready now. Getting ready.
Good to see you.
United States.